Good morning, YouTube. It is Friday, July 1st, 2022, 7:54 a.m. And in case anybody cares, I want to clarify that this is an early morning, not a late night, which I'm going to be hating myself for come Sunday, because I've managed to get completely opposite of my Amazon sleep work schedule, and yeah, that's not good. But I'm up trying to make the most of the day. This might digress into one of those piss and moan about the so-called girlfriend kind of videos. I'm just so brutally unhappy with her, and it seems like I'm less frustrated when I have like no contact with her than when there's absolutely no intimacy. When there's some intimacy, and it's just disappointing. And yeah, that happened. And I was thinking about going into more details on it, but I think I'll spare y'all that. Let's just say that I'm unhappy, and yesterday ended up being pretty typical night, as far as my those kind of emotions with bullocks. Saw a lot of women that I find very attractive, and even had some that felt like they were flirting with me. But yeah, by 2:15, I don't even see who hit the button for that crosswalk. By 2:15 a.m., I was all alone. In fact, it might have been even quicker than that. Yeah, didn't get invited to hang out with any women after hours, or didn't get any phone numbers, didn't get anything at all. And that's frustrating. And I can't really blame that on anybody but myself. I guess I don't really understand how to play that game. I'm a lot better at the incoming extra tote game at Walmart, and the run a really awesome karaoke R&B throwback DJ show thing at Bullock's. The show was amazing last night. Like I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say I was at a solid 9 last night in terms of just my presentation, my crowd interaction, my sound quality and video quality, just even my singing. Although I did try to sing Jamie Foxx "Fall for Your Type," and that fell a little flat. That song is a lot harder to sing than I think it's going to be every time I go into it. And part of it is because, and I'm not trying to use this as a cop-out or anything, but part of that stems from the fact that the song has layered vocals that kind of overlap each other. And yeah, there's a lot of studio work that went into that song, which just for the record, that's hands down my favorite Jamie Foxx song. But the karaoke track that I have is just pretty much a straight instrumental. I don't think it has any backing vocals on it at all. So yeah, kind of an impossible thing. Now, that doesn't mean I couldn't have done a lot better with it. I feel like I could have. And I think I kind of went into it, and it's not like it's the first time I've ever sang on that particular backing track, and it's not like it's somebody else's backing track. That's my own in my own library. I should be a little more familiar with it, but yeah, it's. I guess I listened to the beginning of the song on YouTube on my phone, just kind of stuck it into my ear. Sometimes on songs I'm a little iffy on, like I'll do that just to not even to listen to the whole thing to learn the song, because yeah, I can't do that while I'm running a show. But I can generally, like when I'm at running my karaoke show or I'm at another karaoke show, I can stick a song that I'm a little iffy on, like, do I know this? And stick it in my ear. And once I get to the first like 2-3 lines of the song, if it clicks in my head, it clicks in my head, and I'm just and it's hard to explain exactly like what the noise in my head that I hear along with it when I'm doing that, but if everything clicks into place, I'm like, yeah, I got this, I know this, and as soon as it's the video, because I was listening to the video on YouTube, the video's got some it's got some like noise at the beginning of it. It's one of those, it's got some extra drama. It's got more to it than just the music. So kind of had to wait out that noise, which is annoying. I don't know. I wish every music video that has that kind of stuff on it. I don't hate on videos that have more to it than just the song. I mean, hello. Michael Jackson, Thriller. That's practically a short film, but hands down one of the greatest music videos of all time. But I think for every video that's like that, there should also be a music-only version, which should also be up on YouTube, where it doesn't have any sound effects and it doesn't have any extra, whatever, where it's just the song and then kind of preferably like an edit of the full video just to go with the song. Which, now I'm thinking about that, I remember making one like that for some pop song probably about 5 years ago-ish. Excuse me, about 5 years ago or so, and and posting it on YouTube and getting like immediately blocked for copyright, and that's on my old Dan the Taxi Man channel, which got nuked a long time ago. And when I was just shy of 10,000 subscribers, by the way. Anyway, yeah, it had it had basically what I did, because that's that video, and that was a song I really wanted to play. I want to say it's a Halsey song. I'm not. It's been long enough ago, I don't remember, but it was a song that I thought was really strong, that I wanted to play in my regular rotation. I felt it really went well with the crowd that I had going on at Gilligan's. So, and I really like the song. That's, if I'm gonna put that much effort into something, obviously I gotta like it as well. But and the video was really cool, but the video had a lot of sound, had an overabundance of sound effects on it, and little spots where the music stopped and whatnot, and kind of a long intro and exit scene. And basically what I did is I made a music-only edit of it, where if, like a video DJ played it, it's just essentially it's just basically playing a song, but I chopped down the scenes of the video and kind of rearranged them a little bit, to the point where if you were watching it, you could kind of get the gist of the video without any of the dialogue being there, because the video had some dialogue in it as well, without any of the dialogue being there or any of that. And I was quite proud of the edit. I thought it came out really good, and I played it quite a bit in my show. Not as much as I thought I was going to, but yeah, I was so proud of that. I put it up on YouTube, and it just got blocked for copyright, immediately. Which, I mean, yeah, okay, that's fine. Like, the song is a copyrighted thing, I get that. And the, dang, just got my debit card replaced. Sure y'all remember me being, the day I nearly punched Africa No Bottoms in the face. I believe it's been like 3 weeks now. Somebody in Amazon had found my debit card. Anyway, I got my replacement, and I haven't activated it yet, so using it here should activate it. I need to get money for my rent. Of course, Priscilla hasn't contributed her share of the rent yet. I asked her about it this morning, and she's like, "Oh, I'll check my bank account." Bitch, it's the first. You should have given me cash by now, or at least done some kind of electronics funds transfer. Like, lately she's been doing she's been doing stuff to PayPal, and apparently she's oblivious to the fact that it takes about 3 days for, like, once she puts it in PayPal, it takes about 3 days for that to transfer my account for me to have that. So I'm kind of having to float her ass today because rent's due today. Of course, she's kind of on CPT time when it comes to when her bill, she thinks her bills should get paid, and you gotta put the right amount in here. And yeah, doesn't like to be prompt with any of that, which is frustrating. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say she's always like that. She did actually pay her share of the rent early last month, I mean, but nope, not this month. And hang on, I gotta count this. I never leave the ATM without counting my shit. I just don't trust them. Yeah. So, and then I've emailed her twice regarding her share of the electrical bill after I told her, in person, like twice. She's like, well, send me an email. Yeah, I sent her an email, and what did that get me? Nothing. Now, she did get, like, really frustrated with me yesterday, and I'm not going to say I don't see her point. I completely see her point, but I think she needs to kind of look. Don't even ask me for an explanation why. She needs to look at her own actions and just, like, how much she's been physically neglecting me and how much I've told her that I'm not happy with that, to realize where we're at communications wise. Yeah, she doesn't have my phone number. In fact, hardly anybody has my phone number, because the phone number to this phone, I don't know this phone number. I don't like giving this phone number out because I don't answer this phone number. 90% of every call that comes in on this phone is still people asking for Brittany. I still get text messages for Brittany. At one point, I was getting text messages. Like, I was in a group chat with Brittany's dad and her sister, which is good. Like, even your dad and your sister thinks this is your number. Dang, Brittany, if you're watching, call your old phone number. Actually, send a text, because if you call, I'm not going to answer the call because I'm going to assume it's for you. Yeah, so I'm not giving this number out. Now, granted, I could give it to Priscilla. I could. I've given it to a handful of people that are unusual, that are extra close to me, just because I feel they have a need to reach me. I mean, obviously my mechanic, Rob, because hey, he got my car going quick, so from the AC this time, so yay. And also I did get it. When I left the message for the note on Cell Phone Jesus' door. To call me and see if he could help me with my iPhone. Of course, and I got one text message from him saying, hey, I found your note. And then, like, I sent him several text messages and he never ever responded to it. So I don't know if he's got my number blocked or he just, I don't know. And I know he's been going through some tough times himself, but, and I know I've been there for him through some personal crisis. I'd like to help him more, I care about him. I consider him to be a good friend, but, sometimes I need help, and he's like the one guy that can help me with this thing. And, I don't know anybody else who knows how to take an iPhone and unlock it if it's not a locked iPhone. I don't know what to do with that. The guy at the cell phone repair, iPhone repair place that rebuilt my last iPhone, he said he doesn't do that. And then the place I went to before, as far as I'm concerned, the place that's right next to Bullock's Cocktails, from what I could tell, they really fucked up my iPhone when they replaced the screen. So yeah, not really wanting to have them do it. I've just kind of come to the conclusion that they're a little bit too inept. It's kind of it's a VIP taxi. I get the feeling I will never be driving for those guys again. Anyway, disappointing, man. That it's been almost a year now since I was driving with them, and God, those were just 4 of the most fun and profitable days of my life. I mean, I'm feeling like I'm in a good place right now with Amazon and everything, and the Bullock show is great, but just God, every time I see a VIP taxi, I feel a tinge of sadness. what could have been and how quickly I fucked that up. Anyway. Dang, I forgot what I was talking about. Completely derailed myself probably 3 times since I started this. Anyway, oh yeah, so Priscilla's all frustrated. And she's like, well, because I made a comment about, I guess I had made a comment about, because she asked if I got my iPhone fixed, and I was like, I don't even know where my iPhone is. She's like, did you lose it yesterday? I'm like, no, it's been missing for a while. And I feel like it's been missing for a week, maybe longer now. It just became so problematic. And I didn't spend a lot of money on it, but I spent quite a bit. I mean, it was, I don't know, about $120, $130 on the damn thing. And granted, I should probably be contacting the seller and saying, hey, you sold me an unlocked iPhone. As far as I can tell, it's not unlocked. But at this point, and they're going to be like, well, send it back or whatever, maybe. And I don't know where the hell it is. Like, I've got a bunch of stuff that's on my bed from when I sleep. My room is still a fucking disaster. And somewhere in that mess, my iPhone has been lost. So, my new iPhone. So, kind of bummed out about that. Anyway, so I had said something about, that Jeff texted me once, but then he just hasn't been returning any of my texts. Which, I guess at that point she keyed in on, so you can send and receive text messages. I'm like, so what, not email, but text? I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, why don't I have a number for you? I'm like, because I don't want you calling me. Basically that's what it boils down to. You don't, all I get from you 99% of the time is don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. You stay the night at some other dude's house or some other person's house regularly, so no, I have, no, I don't want you to have my phone number. Sorry. Like, you're gonna have to earn that back, and you haven't earned that. And it's quite a while ago. I bumped her off my Snapchat as well. Now I don't know I don't remember exactly how I did it. Could she send me a friend request again, or could I totally block her? I don't remember. I don't know how a lot of that shit works. All I know is I was so frustrated with her one day that I just booted her off my Snapchat. And that's how most people keep in touch with me, like people that I know close and personally on Snapchat. And yeah, I booted her off that too. So I told her, it's like, well, she says, well, I don't have any way to get a hold of you. I'm like, my email, I regularly check my email. She goes, I have lots and lots of people email me. I'm like, yeah, I emailed you twice and you haven't responded yet. Do you have the money for the electric bill? Anyway, that conversation, she came in and she actually came in and was kind of hugging on me a little bit, and then I mentioned the thing about that, she asked about the iPhone, and that whole thing I just explained went down, and then it just escalated to her being pissed off about that. But I mean, girl, ask yourself, why did I boot you off my Snapchat? Why don't you have my phone number? I mean, you just, yeah. Anyway, God, I digress into just venting about how frustrated I am with her. Anyway, I'm sitting in front of PLS. I need to go in and get the money order for my rent. I have enough to cover it despite of her, and that actually makes me feel good. I think I got enough not only to cover it, but if for some, God forbid, she doesn't pay her share, I think I got enough to cover all the rest of my bills this month. So that's kind of exciting, because one thing that I feel is she's been kind of holding over my head is I feel like I've been just really frightened that I can't afford my home with, I found one of my old business cards, that I can't afford my home without her. And dang, what's all this stuff down here? There's a bunch of papers fell out of my pocket on the side of my car seat here. So anyway, I've been kind of distressed that, what the hell? Ouch. I need to get clean under the seat. There's some stuff out of my pocket that should be there. That should be in my pocket. Stuff I've probably been looking for. There's probably bank cards in there and shit. Anyway, so yeah, so it's kind of comforting. At this point, I feel like, yeah, I can. It's gonna be tight, but I feel like I can survive without her, which kind of makes me think, well, at what point do I actually, kind of kind of go all the way and start to instigate legal processes to get her removed. I don't know. And then, of course, you know, I mean, we finally have a little bit of intimate time yesterday, and I think, well, maybe this is gonna work out. But it was, and I don't want to go into the details of it, but to say it was disappointing is an understatement. And then what I came home to with her was also super, super disappointing. And yeah, that's just not, it's not what I want anymore at all. I mean, I don't know, I explained in another video kind of what I want with her, and I'd be happy with her. I mean, I still find her physically attractive. Part of me likes her, part of it as a person, but at this point there's so much animus and resentment that it's hard to, you know, I feel it's hard for me to move past it. Anyway, I'm just talking in circles. I'm gonna head in, get my money ordered. At least I'm having a productive day today, and that's worth something.